Follow me. That's spicy, mate. That's spicy. Are you serious? You want to do that? I thought you were going to do something serious. No.
Welcome guys to episode 4 of Walk and Waffle Lockdown Survival Edition. So this is where we're going to be talking about how we can fight and counteract any form of issues that we may feel mentally or physically during this second lockdown period. The first thing I did, keep things tidy. It is so much harder to work in an environment where everything is all over the place. A tidy place or a tidy work facilities is also a tidy mind. The second one, staying hydrated. I notice if I am not hydrated, my hunger tends to come into play and I crave a lot more snacks, which means I'm going away from work to eat some food and then coming back again, and I might have lost track of what I'm actually doing. And also beyond that, in relation to diet, most of the time if you are dehydrated, especially if you're someone like me who has a very sweet tooth, you'll tend to go for more sugary foods and indulge in those as opposed to anything healthy. So water, keep it filled up, keep yourself drinking, keep hydrated, keep safe. Thirdly, stretching. Oh my diddly do. The amount of times I have not stretched, the amount of times I've woken up very tight, the amount of times I've gone to bed very tight, and I'm not talking about my bank account, I'm talking about my muscles, my joints. If you do not keep yourself mobile during this lockdown, even if you don't keep that active, you'll find that when you go back into the gym environment or back into your regular routine with either your PTs or your groups or even just your normal sort of routine, you will really suffer and it will give you a higher increase of risk in getting injured. So keep yourself mobile. It's a good way of staying active without having to expend a lot of energy or time. So number 4, create small achievable goals that you can tick off during the day. It increases productivity, it increases motivation, and also you've got a feeling of self-achievement. If you are in lockdown and you cannot leave the house for a long period of time, this is a really good place to start. Ticking off little goals, and before you know, not only you're increasing your productivity or improving your motivation, but you're also passing the time a hell of a lot more. And that can lead you on to bigger and better things as the weeks progress. Number 5. Quite ironic this one, because this is exactly what we're doing right now if you're watching the video. Congratulations by the way if you've made it this far in. If you haven't, you won't get the special message at the very end. You're very close to it if you have. Going for a walk, run, or training outside. So there is so much to say about training outside, and of course I've got a link in the description to another video where I talk about green space, so if you haven't already, give it a little click on and have a little look through. Training outside amongst nature is so much better for you than training inside, perhaps even in a home where you might have small limited space. Obviously if it's raining, snowing or sleeting, there is an understanding there. But where the weather is cooler, it's a lot easier to train outside without overheating. Not only that, you're around green space. Green space is nature. Nature is what you want. You'll get a beautiful exposure to vitamin D, which is something that can help you through these cold, dark months. So make the most of it. Please do feel free to share this video. I want to make sure this gets out to as many people as possible, not only for my own gain, but primarily for your gain. I understand how hard it is to be in lockdown. I understand how hard it can be to do things on your own. and it's always nice to support one another. So do be sure to support your friends and family during these tough times. Danke schön. See you in the next one.